Hello everyone and welcome to my Hip Hop Gossip For You channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Investigators make sense of why affirmed genius was not attempted. The jury directing the preliminary for the homicide of youthful Dolph heard shutting proclamations from legal counselors on Thursday, however these comments left some waiting inquiries. In particular, the court didn't hear from the assault's supposed brains Hernandez-Govan. All things considered, Justin Johnson was the one in particular who stood preliminary, as Cornelius Smith, the other claimed shooter, admitted to the homicide in declaration on Monday and expressed that Johnson was his accessory. Then again, Govan was supposed to affirm against his co-defendant Johnson, however never stood up. Examiners in the youthful Dolph murder preliminary made them interest clarifications for this. I would rather not meticulously describe the situation, Shelby Region Head Prosecutor Steve Mulroy communicated to columnists on the scene. However, few out of every odd potential observer that we could have is essential for a situation. It's not generally important to bring all that you need to bear to demonstrate everything without question. Johnson's legal advisor Luke Evans suggested that Govan didn't affirm in light of the fact that his side of the story could never have inclined toward the arraignment. I can wave an enchanted wand and give him a decreased sentence on the off chance that he comes in and affirm for me, Evans supposedly commented to hearers. So he's to my prohibition, to Mr. Johnson's rejection and to your avoidance. What's more, on the off chance that this is a reality looking for capability, for what reason didn't the state call him? Notwithstanding, the arraignment in the youthful Dolph case excused this contention. He is a litigant, Shelby Region Delegate Lead Prosecutor Paul Hagerman expressed while protecting Govan's all-in-all correct to not implicate himself. He is definitely not a missing observer. That sounds be crazy, really. Johnson, Smith, and Govan had to deal with first-degree murder penalties, while a fourth assistant confessed to embellishment sometime later and schemed to carry out first-degree murder accusations. While the court didn't attempt them close by, Johnson, Smith and Govan inked no conventional request bargains. Smith guaranteed that he and Johnson did a $100,000 hit on youthful Dolph at the command of Yo Gotti's sibling Huge Juke, who was killed in Memphis in January. No captures have arisen, all things considered. As of composing this article, members of the jury will start to ponder this evening. Youthful Dolph murder suspect saw as liable and gets sentence. The youthful Dolph murder preliminary arrived at a decision on Thursday evening, as the jury tracked down its most memorable suspect, claimed shooter Justin Johnson, blameworthy. Also, two preliminaries might in any case possibly occur for the other two respondents, Cornelius Smith and Hernandez-Govan. Recently, the arraignment made sense of why Govan didn't stand up today. The court tracked down Johnson, 25, at fault for first-degree murder and condemned him to life in jail. In any case, the court presently can't seem to decide a timetable as to Govan and Smith, a deliberative cycle that previously saw many highs and lows all through this preliminary. I would rather not carefully describe the situation, Shelby Province Lead Prosecutor Steve Mulroy clarified for columnists about Govan's non-attendance. However, few out of every odd potential observer that we could have is fundamental for a situation. It's not generally important to bring all that you need to bear to demonstrate everything for certain. Smith and Govan likewise face first-degree murder accusations in the youthful Dolph case. A fourth accessory, Johnson's sibling Jermarcus, currently conceded to Frill sometime later and schemed to carry out first-degree murder allegations. Moreover, Johnson's legal advisor Luke Evans blamed the arraignment for discarding Govan's declaration since it would adversely influence their endeavors in the youthful Dolph case. I can wave an enchanted wand and give him a decreased sentence in the event that he comes in and affirm for me, Evans purportedly told the jury. So he's to my rejection, to Mr. Johnson's prohibition and to your avoidance. What's more, on the off chance that this is a reality looking for capability, for what reason didn't the state refer to him as? He is a litigant, Paul Hagerman, Shelby Province's representative lead prosecutor, countered. He is definitely not a missing observer. That would be crazy, he added, safeguarding Govan's more right than wrong to not implicate himself. In the interim, youthful Dolph's homicide additionally confronted a few different claims to the extent that who was dependable. Yo Gotti and his late sibling Huge Juke have been blamed for being engaged with this misfortune here and there. In any case, those stay unverified and unwarranted claims at press time. We will witness eventually what will to different suspects for this situation, and assuming that more disclosures follow. Youthful Dolph's family expresses gratitude toward allies after murder suspect viewed as liable. Justin Straight Drop of Johnson, the man blamed for killing youthful Dolph, was condemned to life in jail on Thursday. He was found blameworthy on a few charges, including first-degree murder and gun ownership as a criminal. The decision showed up just about 3 years after the Memphis rapper was shot and killed in his old neighborhood at Makeda's natively constructed Spread Treats. Considering the choice, a few of Dolph's relatives and companions have previously stood up. Taking to Instagram, the Get Compensated hitmaker's significant other, Mia J., expressed, "The present decision brings help and reestablishes my trust in the equity framework. For the benefit of my kids, family, and myself, I might want to thank policing, arraignment, and everybody required for their tenacious work in introducing the realities that prompted this conviction. We are additionally thankful to people in general for remaining with us and pushing for responsibility in the meantime," she went on prior to taking note of that the street to Johnson's conviction was amazingly disappointing. Jay shared, "My confidence has been tried, however Adolph's terrible execution has just reinforced my determination to battle for equity for him as well as for every single person of color." On Monday, co-respondent Cornelius Smith affirmed subsequent to conceding to kill allegations. During his declaration, he named Johnson, Hernandez, Quet Govin, and Yo Gotti's killed sibling, Enormous Juke, as being essential for the gathering behind Dolph's homicide. It's likewise worth focusing on that Johnson didn't be able to take the protection stand. As a matter of fact, investigator Paul Hagerman proclaimed the case to be over again for the 5th time in the wake of showing a FaceTime call among Johnson and Juke, who purportedly put a $100,000 hit on Dolph's head. "We ask that you recollect the one who delighted in giving open doors to the people who are frequently neglected and counted out," Dolph's sister, Carlissa Thornton, said in an explanation for the benefit of his loved ones. "We ask that you recollect the one who appreciated rewarding others, being a motivation to the people who come from not-so-great foundations, and realizing that they are seen and can change their results and the existences of others by accomplishing something positive. We will proceed to recuperate and keep Adolph's inheritance alive." On Monday, co-respondent Cornelius Smith affirmed subsequent to conceding to kill allegations. During his declaration, he named Johnson, Hernandez, Quet Govin, and Yo Gotti's killed sibling, Enormous Juke, as being essential for the gathering behind Dolph's homicide. It's likewise worth focusing on that Johnson didn't be able to take the safeguard stand. As a matter of fact, examiner Paul Hagerman pronounced the case to be over again for the 5th time, subsequent to showing a FaceTime call among Johnson and Juke, who supposedly put a $100,000 hit on Dolph's head. "We ask that you recollect the one who delighted in giving open doors to the people who are frequently disregarded and counted out," Dolph's sister, Carlissa Thornton, said in an explanation for his loved ones. "We ask that you recollect the one who appreciated rewarding others, being a motivation to the individuals who come from not great foundations, and realizing that they are seen and can change their results and the existences of others by accomplishing something positive. We will proceed to recuperate and keep Adolph's inheritance alive."